Hey there. I know I'm a little bit early, but I have to get it going. How you doing, Ark Wild Man? Don't mind all this. It's been a rough morning. Let me go over here and get the other side going. Hope you've been doing great, Ark Wild Man. I haven't been on YouTube for a while. I've had to take a break for a little bit to do some things. Um, yeah, I've had to dealing with stuff here. Hey, Crazy Irish. The twins' Nana passed away um last, I think it was Monday or Sunday. The same day they got their permits because they do their permits online at home now. So they had just finished taking their permits, and then their father called and said she passed away. Hey, Super Dave. So it's been rough and hectic and busy. I got to get all the laundry done today because can you all hear me okay? I don't know. Do I sound like I'm in a tunnel or anything? Um, I had a few minutes, so I figured I would do a live stream because I'm actually shooting a video too. I was just finishing it up. Um, First one in a while. I haven't been doing any videos. Hey, Joe. Yeah, so last Sunday, I think it was Sunday or Monday. uh, Maybe it was Monday. I can't remember. They just did their permits. They passed, and then their father called, said that their grandmother passed away very suddenly, actually. And so Thursday night when Chris gets out of work, we got to drive them to meet their dad because he lives in Pennsylvania, and so they can go to the funeral Friday morning. Then we got to get them back here so they can go back to school. Hey, John. And I've been driving them. I brought them to the cemetery uh, when they first started driving so they could get used to those roads because it's a huge cemetery. They didn't have their permits yet when I did that. Um, just so they could get used to being behind a wheel. And I did take them to the school a few times, but it was just an empty parking lot. So they're really not learning much there. So that's when I thought of the cemetery down the road. And we just got them out on the road. Sierra's been driving a little more than Todd because he's just not ready, he said. Um, but Sierra's driven a lot of places. She's driven through Sturbridge, through other towns. She went to Subway the other night with Chris in the dark because we want to get her learning in the dark as well. And I don't see good, so I can't go out at night. Hey, Shift Kicker. And so that she's been doing a lot of driving. She's going to drive 20 hours with me. They both do 20 hours with me. Then they can go with the driving instructor for the school that they're in and do their hours with him. And then I have to do another 20 hours. So I have to do 40 hours with each kid driving. And it has to be logged. There's a logbook right here. And it's online. So when we log in online, the driving instructor sees how much progress we've made and how many hours and this and that. And then he'll see when she can be scheduled to go with him. How's everybody doing? I'm a mess. I'm a mess. I am not sleeping. Getting an hour or so a night and still getting out there and driving. Like we took Sierra out Sunday. We had to go to my son Casey's house so Chris could help take a tree down for him. And so we let her drive out there. We got her on the highway, Route 20. She did fabulous. Yeah, I know, Joe. It was John, my driving instructor was a family friend of my dad's. I didn't know that at the time when I went. And so my first couple sessions of being in the classroom with all the other kids, he's talking about all the things that him and my dad used to do, hot rodding. The strips that they laid in the road and the jumps that they used to make, and talking about how my dad was, and I didn't know all these things. Of course, my dad wasn't going to tell me how he was. And So, and he also sold me my first car. It was a 1965 baby blue Rambler, and it was gorgeous. I mean, he'd always kept it covered, and it was no scratches, all original, everything. It was beautiful. I didn't know what I had at the time because I got my license in the 80s, and I had no idea that it was worth money. Have a good day, crazy. Um, so yeah, it's been pretty busy here. Just really busy. Driving, I'm using way more gas now. I usually use like $20 uh, 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 for the whole month because I don't go anywhere but like to the grocery store once in a while or to my appointments. And then, um, yeah, so I'm using more gas. I did find out, for the state of Massachusetts, they don't have to get put on the insurance right away. It's when they get their driver's license, then they go on the insurance. So right now they're driving under me. Hey, Muskaka, Oma, Ontario, Canada. How's the weather over there? Um, Apparently, Joe, my dad said that's where I was conceived in the back of a Rambler too. So that kind of fitting. That was my first car. Anyway, um, yeah. So I haven't been doing any videos. I've just been straight out busy. I actually have to get out my big thing and start plotting out my garden. I did order my onions from Dixondale a little later than I usually do, but I ordered the onions and the stuff I need from there. Yeah, it's 52 right now, it says on the computer. I just opened some windows. It was beautiful out yesterday. Todd had an ortho appointment yesterday, but he's just not ready to drive too much on the roads yet. But he hasn't gone out as much as Sierra. He's just been doing a lot of schoolwork. So I just got finished putting together a crock pot meal. I did a video on it, and I did a lot of rambling, a lot of talking. So it could have been like a 10-minute video, but I was talking because I missed everybody and I was telling everybody that. But yeah, I'm not sleeping still. It is what it is. Joe. So what have you all been up to? Is it nice where you are? I did get my car fixed. It was in the shop for a whole week because I needed to get it ready for the kids to be driving. And apparently I had been driving around all summer with my emergency brake engaged and didn't know it. So it burnt out and snapped the cables. And I needed 2 motor mounts. That was what the whole rough idle was doing. And those were motor mounts that they had already replaced. So those were under their warranty because everything they do is a 3-year warranty. And then I finally had my air conditioning fixed because it needed a new compressor or something. That was like 800. The brakes were like 3,200. And then I needed a throttle body cleaning. I needed new rotors. Wow, snow? Ugh. And so that was a $5,300 bill right there. I had to take out a line of credit, car care credit, because we just didn't have that. And I needed to get it done before I let the kids drive it. It was squealing like crazy. And the idle is gone. It was a whole mess because the rough idling started years ago. And I brought it to them and they said, oh, you just need a tune-up. So I had a whole massive tune-up. It was like $3,000. I got transmission flush, everything that could be done. The idle was still rough. Then they said, oh, it's the motor mount. So I replaced the motor mounts, all 4 of them. Still rough idle. Then I was told it was the air conditioner, and I just didn't have the money. I had to choose between the air conditioner and my tires, and I know we needed the tires first. So it's been a couple years without air conditioning. So I don't go many places in the summer because we die. And so finally, I knew my taxes were coming in, and so I scheduled the work. They had it for a week. And it was the motor mounts that was still making it idle rough. So those were no charge, but it was still $5,300. Oh wow, I didn't know that, John. I wonder if that's going to be over here too, because I know you're around here. I had surgery 2 weeks ago. I've been serving up freezing meals in a crock pot you know what? You do what you can do. Just got to rest. You got to let that heal so that you're at your best later. I'm learning that about myself too. I take it easy now because I'm just not sleeping, and so everything is like compounded headaches from not enough sleep and everything. So I take, if I have to slow down or stop, I slow down and I stop, and I lay down and watch TV. And hey, be charming. Yes, it has been a while. It's been crazy busy here and things going on, and just I haven't wanted to do any videos. I just didn't want to stop and put the camera on and I'm making the same meals because I'm trying to eat the same things right now just to make it easy on myself. So I have a salad every night. Last night was ribeyes with green beans and salad. Um, I have slipped here and there because while we're out driving, we need to stop and just let Sierra calm down for a minute. So we'll stop and get like an egg sandwich or something, just so she's not so rattled. Well, my body's been big sweat ball shift. Oh, I love Lost. I got Lost on DVD. I loved it so much. I want it. Blue Bloods is one I want to get on. I get all my stuff on DVD because I love The Walking Dead. I'm watching it now again. I just finished it a little while ago and I restarted it because I love the beginning of it. And I bought it on DVD. And a good thing because when I was watching it, we had the internet went out for like an hour or two. So I was able to just pop the DVD in and continue it. So I just got Fear of the Walking Dead, the first 7, because it was marked down at Walmart. So I got it. And I just got to get the last season, which is 8. But I found a deal on Facebook. This lady went to an estate sale and she got Criminal Minds and Big Bang Theory and ER. Chris showed me the whole box of ER. It was like $180 at Walmart, the whole set. I got almost all. I'm missing, I think, 2 or 3 seasons, and I got the whole thing for $20. And I checked them out; they were fine. There was a couple little scratches, but not bad. And then I got all of Criminal Mind except for maybe 1 or 2 seasons, and that was $18. They came from a house that had a smoker, so she said they smelled like smoke, but they didn't smell like cigarette smoke. And I'm missing 1 season of The Big Bang Theory now, and I have almost, and those were $8 for like 6 seasons. It's like I can't pass that up. I mean, I got all of King of Queens, all of Everybody Loves Raymond, all of The Walking Dead, most of Grey's Anatomy. I love those, and I could watch them over and over. We got Vikings and Game of Thrones, and so when we're ready to ditch the subscriptions, then I'll have all that and I can just go with internet. Let's see. I love Lost. That was one of the first ones I got all. I got them all at the thrift stores too. I borrowed them from the library. Chris likes Criminal Minds. I've watched a few, but I never seen them all. So now I can watch them all. Well, what we would do is we'd start at the beginning, Super Dave, and just keep watching. Hey, Chicken Noodle. I have Sopranos too. I got those for real cheap too. I think $1 or $2 a season. 1 to 2 inches of rain and wind gusts 45. Oh, wow. I have to look. I haven't even looked. I got to go outside and put my registration sticker on I got that in the mail. And I want to vacuum out my car. That was my plans for today, but I'm so tired. How you doing, Chicken Noodle? I'm a mess. Don't mind my hair. I went and got my hair cut the other day. It was getting scraggly, but I didn't even do anything this morning when I woke up. It's all sticking. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. This morning for breakfast, I wanted a steak sandwich with the bagel. I haven't been doing that at all. So I had found these Thomas's bagel thins. Never tried them. So I pulled one out and I made the steak sandwich with the sauce from like McDonald's and the onions and the egg, cheese. They're really thin, those things. They're only 20 carbs, 21 carbs. And I usually have not even 20 carbs a day. Okay. So that was a big chunk of carbs right there. Um, but I found that they got very soggy with all the grease because they're so thin. But I checked my sugar. I started at 162 um, this morning because last night I had some Choc Zero chocolates, it's like 3 of them after dinner, and it just kind of rose my sugar. Um, but that steak sandwich, I started at 162. An hour later, I was still at 162, and then 2 hours it was 164. So it didn't really do much. Um, so okay, so I'm good for the rest of the day. I'm going to have salad. I have a salad every night. Yesterday, I had a protein bowl from Subway because I was out, and it was the teriyaki chicken one. But that's all I ate until later on at night. I had a ribeye and salad. Yeah, isn't it good? It's good. It's so much better on a regular bagel. Oh, regular real bagel. But I even like them without any bagel or bread at all. I'll just take the egg, the steak, the onions, the cheese, and I make it a one big pile and just use a knife and fork. Oh my God, it's so good. Oh, you got a doctor's appointment. Well, good luck with that. I have my mammo on the 4th. Y'all know how much I hate that. Todd had his ortho yesterday. Look at what I got to put on my car. I have one on the hood, one on the back, one on the left, and one on the right. And believe it or not, some a-hole Sunday, I had Todd out driving for the first time on the road. He was on the road. He's a young guy and woman in a handicap placard beeping and beeping and beeping at him at the stop sign. I was like, I just went right out the back window. First time he got on the road. Nobody's beeped at Sierra, really. And it was Sunday. You'd think everybody would be calm and mellow. No. I haven't made a homemade bagel yet, Shift. I haven't done anything homemade lately. Everything's just been so crazy. Today, when Sierra gets home, I got to gather up all their laundry, get that washed so we can pack their suitcases for their Nana's funeral. Because like I said, we got a Thursday night. Chris has got to come home from work. We're going to head right out and meet their father close to Pennsylvania and then turn around, drop them off with him and come all the way back. And they got to go to the funeral Friday morning. Okay, Musco. I'm going to call you Musco because I don't think I can say all that. I was having the same problem, and I literally bought a head of lettuce, and the next day when I opened it, I stuck my hand in to break it apart, and there was worms in it, and it was black and brown inside, rotted. I was like, that's it, because after 2 or 3 times of that, I go to our favorite pizza house, which is in the next town. Their chef salads are these big square throwaway containers, and I can get I'll eat like a quarter of it as a side with my meal. Some nights it's a half of one with my meal. And we just go every 2 to 3 days and we buy salads because I know that I can see the lettuce, I can see the tomatoes, I can see everything. And I get the chef ones. So it's turkey and ham rolled up. And then he does a sprinkle of mozzarella and white cheddar cheese shredded all over the top. It's fabulous. And his house dressing is, I'm addicted to it. It's just like an oil-based one, oil and red wine vinegar or something like that. And so we portion out the salads to go with our meals, and I'll have half of one for lunch or something. So to me, that's worth the money because I added up heads of lettuce was like $3.99 here. And then tomatoes and the cucumbers and the cheese and the green pepper. And it was coming out. And then to find out you're buying a head of lettuce and it's a waste because you got to throw it away because it's all rotted. So Lazaric Unleashed. Hello. Hi, Grow Big TV. Grow big. You're Garden State Gardener, right? Because I just watched your video this morning, and big hugs to you. Don't let anybody get you down. Um, so yeah, we find that it's just easier ordering we pick them up while we're out. Like we picked them up while we were out driving with Sierra the other day. I just call ahead, get them, and then we go pick them up. And I'm getting fresh salad, and I know that there's nothing rotted in there. They're very particular about the way they make their food. It's very good. They don't skimp. These are big portions. I am doing my garden. Yes, be charming. I just ordered my Dixondale onion starts yesterday, $200 worth. But I had to get this is the place I get them from, Dixondale Farms. I love their onions. But I had to get the ammonium sulfate that they use with them. And I bought that last year and it made a big difference, but I ran out. And they have a sale right now, I think, and free shipping. And each bag is 12 pounds of 12-pound bag. They're heavy. And they're $52.95 a bag. So I got 3 bags with free shipping. I jumped on that deal because it's usually not free shipping. And then I got Patterson onions. I got 3 orders of those, and each order is 4 bunches. It's like 4 dozen or 6, something like that. And then I got some yellow Spanish onions. I'm not doing red because my parents are growing red onions. I grew them once and they just didn't do well. And I realized I was cutting the tops off the stems, and I'm not going to do that this year. I did watch Pinball today. Yeah. About the stuff they're putting in the lettuce and the tomatoes. Yeah. Doing all that myself this year. We are not doing as many batches of potatoes this year because I can't eat potatoes. So I can't make potatoes with every meal. And my dad is going to have me pick up a 50-pound bag of where I get my potato starts. So he's going to have potatoes. So if I really want to make potatoes for the kids, I can just go over there and get them. I'm not going to spend we did like 40 fabric pots of potatoes last year. And it was just a lot of mixing the soil. And I'm sticking to my raised beds this year and maybe a few big pots, but not the 50, 60, 70 pots of things that I was doing. I'm not. We're going to focus on what we actually eat, and I can't eat potatoes. So I ordered my onions, which I ordered them late, but that's okay. I got them in. I mean, I got the order in. And I'm going to do peppers. I want to try celery this year. I've tried celery in the past and it didn't do well, but I'm going to try celery. Cucumbers like crazy because we love cucumbers. And I can have cucumbers. I'm going to do lettuce. I did heads of lettuce last year and I got a few good heads, so I'm going to do more of that. I'm learning as I go. Like I put netting over them last year. That helped a little bit. I might do some broccoli again for Chris. I got to get the grow lights and stuff up here and in position, and that's a chore. And I still have the AeroGarden Heroic Prepper gave me. Anybody know what happened to him? We won a giveaway with him, and we won the Meg 2 and we won Barbie DVDs, and he never sent them. But I know he was going through a divorce and all that, so I haven't seen any videos from him. Have you? I looked for his channel and it looks like it's gone. Yeah, the prices are crazy. I know, it's like $4 for a head of lettuce here. And then you find out it's all rotted on the inside. It's like I pay $10 for a salad that I can get 2 or 3 meals out of. So, and I'm getting lettuce, tomato, cucumbers, cheese, lunch meat, and enough lunch meat to throw on and make a whole sandwich with if I wanted to. That's how much lunch meat they put on their chef salad. Green pepper. So for the price of one salad, I can get 2 or 3 meals out of that, sometimes 4. If I do it in fourths, throw it in as a side with my dinner. For 10, no, it's $11, $12. But still, I can see the condition of the food. And $4 for a head of lettuce, and then it's all rotted and you gotta throw it away. The cucumbers are gross right now, it's mushy and gross. So, no, and it's all done for me. Just throw it in the fridge. Yeah, it's crazy. I just watched some videos today of people that I just haven't been on, and, I saw, Autumn. I watched Autumn, and then I watched Pin Appalachia, I watched Pinball. Then I started cooking, getting everything in the crock pot. Then I figured I'd just sit here. John. But I make sure I have a salad in this house every day. So we go every 2 or 3 days and go pick up a couple salads. Chris gets his own and eats a few, half of her or whatever with his dinner. And I always have a salad. And I've lost the weight. I have lost the weight. I got all of March, and then my appointment for to check my numbers for is in April. When is that? April 8th. Oh, great! I have a gynecology exam, the yearly. What do they call that? At 10:30, and then at 3:15, I go to the doctor to check on my A1C. She gave me till then, so I started November 14th, watching what I eat, and I'm still doing it. I am staying on point for the most part. Um, I have moments like I had a couple slices of I got a small cheese pizza while we were out that day driving with Sierra. And so I was bringing a cheese pizza home for Todd, and I have it starving. And so I had two small slices of that, but I don't eat the crust around the edge. And then like we were out the other morning, and I stopped at Burger King with her, and I got an egg sandwich. Um, so I have had stuff here and there, but that's all I've eaten in that day, pretty much. So I had carbs to fool around with. But yeah, we're gonna do a garden. We're only gonna focus on the stuff we eat. Like that little area behind the garage. One year we did garlic, one year we did onion. No, we didn't do onions there. We did tomatoes. So we put raspberry plants in that my friend Sandy gave me, but I didn't keep up with them. I don't know if they're gonna come back. So we might just pull those, um, throw them maybe in the compost pile because it doesn't look like they were doing good. The leaves got all gross. We'll see what happens. I've never done raspberries, but I'd like to utilize that area for maybe onions. Put onions in there, in the ground. We'll see. Tomatoes did really well there years ago, and it's fenced in, so deer can't get in there. Oh God, Joe. Can't afford gasoline to drive 90 minutes every day. Oh yeah. It's only like 10 minutes from here, and they're the best ones around. But I'm using a lot of gas now that I'm driving the kids around right now, so, I haven't had food out maybe 5 times now. Yeah, I think he's just taking a break because I'm sure he's dealing with a lot with the whole divorce and stuff. John. Oh god, Joe, you poor thing. Yeah, I know, John. Apparently their nana, she wasn't eating, and so he brought her to the hospital because her legs were swelling and she had blocked intestines. That's what they noticed first, and then they found out heart failure, kidney failure, and she had plaque on the brain or something, and so it just all went downhill, like, right away. She was literally in hospice for maybe 3 days, and then she was gone. Okay, chicken noodle. Bye. Now I want a pork, egg, and cheese sandwich. Telling you, try that. I get the Philly cheesesteak patties from Walmart. There's like 4 in a box. And you take them out frozen. You don't break them up. You leave them whole, and you just cook them up and you season them. Oh, they're just like the ones at McDonald's. But yeah, I figured I would just pop on here. I feel like taking a nap, honestly, now that the crock pot's going. Um, I really should work on cleaning out my car. It's so nice, but I need the shop vac to be brought up so I can vacuum the car out, and I forgot to ask Chris to do it. And I needed him to flip that shelf over, and I kept asking him. I've asked him like 4 times already, and he just keeps forgetting to do it because I need this shelf flipped over so I can go through all my DVDs, because I know I ordered The Mist and I can't find it, so it might be misfiled. And I need to go through them all. So I need to bring containers up to put them in, and I need the shelving space to lay them in there because I have nowhere else to put them. So I can, that, this was a good idea, but I can't stand the movies up. I have to lay them down, and it takes up so much space, and I can't get to the back of the drawer. The drawer doesn't come out far enough. It was a good idea, but I need a wider cabinet where the drawer is like a file cabinet to come way out. And the space there, all the file cabinets that are wide for the large file folders, they're too wide for that space. It would come out. So I got to find something that has deep drawers that will hold up the DVD, this standing up this way, so I can just thumb through them because it's so hard to get to them. And people are misfiling shit. I'm misfiling shit because I can't see back there. So I got to fix it. We don't have any neighborhood kids around here, just mine. Sierra will do it, but I got to get that shop vac upstairs. It's too heavy. And I didn't think of it till just a little while ago. So yeah, I did get some seeds the other day. I have tons. I got to bring those up too. I have way more seeds than I need, but I got some fresh lettuce and peppers. Oh, tomatoes. But I still have years worth of seeds. So there's that. But I did go the other day with my friend Sally, Sue, Sally's mom, and we went and played bingo at Foxwoods. It's changed. No smoking in the whole building now. Used to be able to, there were smoking sections, but nope, no more. Can't smoke in there at all. You have to go outside. And all right, Shift. Chris is slacking. He needs to knock something over or forget to put something away. My house is not clean. I've been slacking on that. I got to vacuum my floor in there, sweep my kitchen floor. I hate washing my floor. That's something Chris does, and we don't do it very often. Takes me forever to clean the bathroom. It's like a whole day thing because my bathroom's bigger than my bedroom. So yeah. But that's what's going on here. That's why I haven't been putting out any videos. I don't know how much they get watched anyway. I do it mostly for the grandkids because Emmett talks about all the things he sees me do in the videos. So, because he watches me at night when he's going to bed. So that's why I do them anyway. If you're new here, I don't do it. I do it so my grandkids and my kids will have something to watch of me when I'm gone. And some of their favorite recipes, they can follow along and learn how to do them and things like that. So I'm monetized, but that's because people were telling me, my ads were the ads were there even when I wasn't monetized. So they're still making money off of me anyway. I am, they don't pay you out until you reach $99. I haven't reached, I'm $99.36, and it's been like that for 2 months. So they screw around with the earnings. They don't send you what you're supposed to get, I'm pretty sure. So literally I got my 1099 in to do my taxes from YouTube. And in a whole year, I made 200, they said $265. Half of that had to go to taxes. So like someone sent me, oh, I think it was Chicken Noodle, sent me a PayPal super chat to get some brownie mix. I never got it because it's still in YouTube's pay thing. They don't release it. You don't get that super chat right away. That goes in when you get a payout. At least that is how it is for me. So I never got it. I think it was $4.99 she sent it to me. Never got it because YouTube takes a portion of it, and so does PayPal, I believe. So those of you who think you're going to make money on YouTube, good luck. Unless you're popular and you're cranking out video after video and they're getting astronomical views. Some of my videos get like 2 cents. So I'm not in that for the money. I decided to monetize just because they were already using me. Yeah, I know. That's why I did it, Grow Big. Lake Fairy and Bigfoot pushed me along with like Prepper Tribe, and they gave me the courage to do it. And I started it, and then my mindset was so that my family can see me when I'm no longer here. Can you put your personal PayPal in your video and leave the YouTube people out of it? I have it in my description box, but when they go into chat and hit super chat or whatever, it goes through them. If they want, I know one guy sent me like $10 one time for me and Chris to go out to eat, one of my subscribers, and he sent it directly to my PayPal. He just copied and pasted it and to the PayPal site. So, but when you go through the super chat here, we don't get it right away, and they take a big percentage out. So yeah, but yeah, I put my PayPal in there. I used to have the links for my Thrive Life, but I don't do that anymore. I'm not a consultant. I have still been adding recipes to my folder that I want to try. How thick that is. So at some point I'll get back to doing videos, but I'm just kind of dealing with a lot of things right now and trying to stick to the main foods like steaks and chicken and green beans and salad. Just not much of a variety because I want to just get my numbers down. Yeah, Prepper Tribe is cool. I love him and Nisi. Uh, yeah, I'll never get there. I don't put myself out there like that. It's not my intention anyway. I just want to chit chat with you and have something my kids can see. Yeah, me too. I was a consultant for a couple years. I made good money the first year. Oh my God, I made good money. I have a basement. If you look down in one of my videos, my basement tour, that's the one that I got the most views on, and I had over 30,000 views at one point on that video, and then YouTube came in and changed it and said I had like 22,000. So they take your views away too. They mess around with so much I don't even pay attention anymore to that. But one whole shelving system is all my Thrive Life, and I still get my order every month. I do an order, and it's all there for when I get older and I can't use my hands to chop, and I can't get to the store as much because it's going to sit there on the shelves. It's good for 30 years, 25 years. So I'm keeping it. Excuse me. I'm keeping it and I'm adding to it so that because I have bad wrists, they're starting to bother me again. It goes in spurts. But when I get older, I'll have all that food there. I'll have all my veggies and my chicken and my ground beef, and I won't have to prepare it. It's all done for me. Thanks, John. Have a good day, honey. Turning guns. I gave you a thumbs up. They can't take that away. Oh, wait. They probably can. That's a good one. I thought you had to be a consultant to buy for yourself without having a consultant. I was buying from myself, but when I stopped being a consultant, I go now through the lady that I signed up under to be a consultant, which is Lisa Sutton from Sutton's Days. She's an awesome woman. She's great. I had her on my channel. She came and did a live stream with me not too long ago. Last year sometime, I think it was. But she's fabulous. I started out buying from her, then I became a consultant under her. And then I was always in her live, watching her live streams. And her and Mouse Toes kill me. I love both of them women. Mouse Toes, Chris loves Mouse Toes. So we've gotten to, know each other. And so I just order from Lisa now. When I dropped as a consultant, I'm under her. And all my people that were under me, I had consultants too. They all went under Lisa if they kept going with Thrive Life, or my customers go through her too. So yeah, I did good. I got the jacket. I got all the little perks. I got all the little gifts. I got all the bonuses and all that. But I just didn't want to deal with the 1099s, and I didn't want to keep up with having to get customers. And a lot of I had Alicia as a consultant. She passed away when COVID came. I had Shadow Dancer. She was one of my consultants under me. She passed away. And then a lot of people just couldn't afford it anymore. Oh my God, Pokey Joe, Mouse Toes. That's what my husband Chris loves, is when she says Pokey Joe. And I could have her on playing, and he'll be anywhere in the house, and he knows her voice, and he comes in. He's like, I gotta say hi to Mouse Toes. Yeah, Mouse Toes is awesome, and Lisa Sutton is awesome. I love those two. Bev at our Half Acre Homestead, I love her too. She was one of the very first ones I found. Yeah. Yeah. And then I just kind of fell into the prepping world and started meeting all you guys, and yeah. And I miss y'all when I don't come on here, but it's been so hectic. Like, I'm exhausted. I could go take a nap right now. I should, because I'm tired. And this thing that I videotaped today that I made, I never made that before. It's kind of like a dump. Clean the refrigerator out dump. So we'll see how it comes out. What do you want, Jack? What do you want? Go on. What? What? Yeah, Mouse Toes cracks me up too. What do you want? What? What do you want? What? Sierra's not going to be home for a while. Go on. Go on. You're not getting my cigarette. Anywho, anything exciting happening on your end, anybody? Mid-January. Oh. I something's going to kill me some one way or another. So might as well go out happy. Look at my hair. I haven't done anything with my hair today. I have been going every single day. And when I do that, my body starts to hurt after a while. All the muscles hurt. And I could tell when I'm doing too much every single day. Like when I'm out in the garden and stuff, I'm okay because I'm moving. But when I'm out doing stressful things like doctor's appointments and driving with the kids, it's a little stressful for me. I'm not used to having other people drive my car. So they haven't done anything wrong, but I'm still nervous because of all the other people out there. And those are my babies. Don't be honking at my babies. Oh, yeah, I'll do lives whenever, I get the mood. I don't plan them and schedule them because I never know what I'm doing. I just pop on and whoever shows up, who shows up, you know, I don't get many, not much more than this amount right now. But the ones that do come are the regulars that I'm looking forward to talking with and seeing. That's why I come on here and pop on so I can see Joe and John McGill and Shift Kicker and Chicken Noodle and Be Charming and all of you all. You all pop in. And so that's who I plan when I decide to do a live. I'm thinking, okay, hopefully, you know, those are the ones that'll come on because they've been with me since the beginning and they're very much appreciated. It's a beautiful day. It says 53 out. I actually got the windows open. Holy crap. I had to turn the heat down. I don't like being a passenger either. When I was younger, I had a boyfriend drive my car and he stopped so fast that we got rear-ended and I was like whiplash for months and it was bad. My back was, and then second time within that first 6 months, right then and there, somebody hit me when I was at a gas station and totaled my car. It was my favorite car. So I have a hard time being a passenger too. I don't drive the highways. Now when their dad wants to see them, he comes up and gets them because I just can't be on those highways. The last time we drove them down to meet their father in North Carolina, it's when he lived there, we would meet halfway. And there was a car in front of us, and then the one in front of them got hit and did a 360 in the highway. And my son and Chris had to go out and help them get the car off the road, and it was bad. And it was accident after accident, and I just can't handle that anymore. And that's coming from me, who in my 20s, I would go to the racetrack and I'd get on there and I'd race around in my friend's car and I got hit in the end of my car and I rolled. And I would get in my car and just drive off to Virginia and come back the same couple days. And I had no problem. I lived in New York and learned how to drive my stick in New York. But now, no, no. I'm very different now. Beautiful day. Yeah, I can hear the birds chirping, Grow Big. I got the windows open. The snow's still out there, but it's melting. And if I would have remembered to get, I suppose I could try to drag that shot back out, but it would hurt. It's heavy. I'm going to see about getting another one so that we can leave it out in the garage. Not that I have space for it, but I don't like going to the car wash or any of that. Like I literally have taken my car to the car wash one time. We did a video. Me and Chris did a video. It's one of our earlier videos where we're going through the car wash, and he's like, "Want to make out?" Oh, and we're going through. Oh my god, it was so funny. But I took the car to the car wash the other day. Chris drove it because I don't want to go through it by myself. So he drove it through with me and Sierra, so I could put the decals on those decals, and that's the second time my car's ever been in a car wash, and I've had that car since 2011. We wash the car, and I don't even do that very often. I don't even wash my car very often. Uh, nice to have the windows open at work. What do you do? Do you do a job outside of YouTube? Or is YouTube your job? I stay home. Chris goes to work. I worked up until 2020 when COVID came and the company that I worked with laid everybody off. It was a day hab work vocational for handicapped. And so they couldn't have everybody in those day habs. So they laid a lot of people off and I just never went back because at that time they did remote schooling because they didn't want the kids in school either. So I had to be home with them. They were a lot younger. So I had to be home to do the remote learning with them. And then Todd stuck with it. And Sierra went back to school when it all went back. And I just stayed home. And I can't anyway. I did medical billing, and I've forgotten it all pretty much. It's all changed since then I worked with the handicap, but I took them to their jobs, and we did a lot of janitorial and cleaning, so I can't physically do all that running around. Like, I was running all day, out in the cold, in the rain, putting them on buses, in and out of the building all day long. I was getting sick a lot because when they're sick, you get sick. And I just realized I needed to be home. That way I could be home for the kids, get dinner on the table at a decent time. And it's helped not working stay on track with my food choices too, because I was eating drive through every day because I was in my car driving them everywhere, and I didn't even have a lunchtime. It was grab it and go before I get my next group of people. Yeah, nowadays I can't. My stomach's too finicky, and medical billing, Uber, and YouTube. Do you do medical billing at home? I've thought about that, but I just don't want to commit. Yeah, up here you do too. In Massachusetts, you do too. You have to have 2 or 3 jobs. But we not rich. We struggle, but our bills get paid, if you know what I mean. We just don't have a whole lot of extras all the time, which is fine. I've always been that way. We get what we need and we do what we need, and we do have some fun here and there, but I don't need to be a millionaire. And because even if I was a millionaire, I wouldn't be traveling. I'm not a travel person. I don't want to go anywhere. There's nowhere that I want to go. The only place I would love to see is Montana because I would love to see a working ranch. But I don't have the interest of going and driving and traveling in a plane or on I just don't. I did all that. I've been everywhere. I've lived in New York. I've lived in North Carolina. I've gone to Puerto Rico. I've gone to Santo Domingo. I've gone to Georgia, and I've gone to everywhere when I was younger. And um, I'm okay not traveling. I took a long time to get this house, and I want to be home. Yeah, you're right. Must go. Yep, you are. I've been frugal my whole life, and even if I was a millionaire, I'd still be frugal. Yeah, I'll never be a millionaire unless I hit the lottery, and I don't play the lottery. So once in a blue moon, I'll buy a scratch ticket, but even that I don't do. Oh, okay. Yeah, you have to be there. I was a medical biller for almost 20 years for the hospital, and I back then I learned at the hospital. I got hired because my friend worked there, and so she hired me, and I learned like that. Um, and then I went on to do mental health authorizations and billing, and for the same company, and that was totally different. I learned all about outpatient mental health and the codes and all that, and um, you don't bill through the medical, you bill through their carve out for mental health, and it's a lot different because you got to get authorizations like every 12 visits for Blue Cross, and Fallon is goes through Beacon out here, so it would be every 8 visits. And usually, if you're seeing a therapist, you're doing it twice a week, so you have to constantly get authorizations for these people. So I did that after I did the medical billing. I did medical billing for a long time. I even did it while I was going through fertility treatments to have the twins, and I had the babies there. I literally worked downstairs, and then I went upstairs and delivered the twins. And my bosses came up, and I have pictures with them holding my twins. They're all retired now, but yeah, I never dumpster dived. Depends. We don't have good dumpsters around here. Everything's locked, and people, I don't know. Never dumpster dived. I'm not opposed to it. If we had good ones around here, I probably would be doing it. just because it'd be fun. I think it would be fun. Not because I need to, just because I think it would be fun. Like a lot of people will put things at the end of the driveway for free. And so that's no different. I've gotten outdoor toys for the kids, grandkids from I've gotten pools and I've gotten cozy coupe cars. I hear people outside. Once the good weather comes, I'll be hearing lawnmowers every morning because the older men across the street, they don't have anything else to do but ride their lawnmowers. So you see one blade of grass growing and they're already out mowing the whole lawn. And then they have people that come do it every other day. So, but yet they're pulling all theirs out and they're on there every single day up doing their lawns. And they wake you up in the morning at like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, and it's an all day thing. All day. So I'll be hearing that soon. But yeah, I got to get my gardening stuff together. I got to get the grow shelves up here and the lights up here and get them in position. And we don't start our seeds until April, sometime in April, because our last frost is usually the end of May. I have the greenhouse, so I can get things out there ahead of time. But last year I did green peppers and I got all these little white bugs. I mean, they covered the leaves. They were so tiny. And I had to pull all my pepper plants from the greenhouse. So I'm not going to do them in the greenhouse again this year. It's all going to go outside. Tomatoes and cucumbers do really well in the greenhouse. So I'm going to do that in the greenhouse. Just my tomatoes and cucumbers this year. Onions didn't do at all in the greenhouse. So I'm going to stick to cucumbers and cucumbers and tomatoes in the greenhouse, and that's it. Plus, oh, have a good day. Plus, I do cucumbers and tomatoes outside as well. Have a good day, Grow Big. Yeah, they have that here at the dumps too, Musco, but I don't have a dump pass. We have trash pickup here. So, yeah, but you can get good things. People just leave them. They have a lot of those around here where you can just drop them off in the separate area at the dump. Yeah. Chris got a snowblower for free from somebody that had it on the side of the road the other day with a sign that said it was old, but it works. And he stopped, and the guy helped him put it right in the truck, and it works. So we have an extra snowblower now. Well, listen, it's been an hour. I'm going to let you all go. I try to stick to an hour. I got to go check on the stuff in the kitchen, do the dishes now. I'm going to go put my sticker on the car, and I will see you all in the next one. I don't know when that will be. But thank you all for coming along, and I appreciate it. And I'll be getting more videos out soon. Once I'm outside, I'll be videotaping what I'm doing outside. I'll be actually videotaping me doing my seed starts when that time comes. So I'll be back into the swing of things then. But thank you all for coming.